இந்த ஏசி மட்டும் போட்டு விட்ரு. லைட் போட்டு விட்ருங்க. அந்த ஏசி மட்டும் போட்டு விட்ருங்க. ஹலோ ஹலோ, ஐ அம் ஆடிபிள்? இது மட்டும் போடு, அதை ஆஃப் பண்ணிடு. எல்லாத்தையும் போடுற, ஒன்று போதும், இது போதும். ஹலோ ஹலோ, ஐ அம் ஆடிபிள்? என்னது? என்ன ஜூமா? ஜூம்ல இருக்காங்களா பசங்க? ஓபிஎஸ்ல இருக்குது. வீடியோ ஆன் பண்ண. அதெல்லாம் பார்க்க மாட்டீங்களா குழங்காட்டு? உண்மையிலே இதெல்லாம் தப்பு. ஹலோ ஹலோ ஹலோ, ஜூம் ஸ்டூடெண்ட்ஸ் ப்ளீஸ் ஜாயின். எவ்வளோ பேர் வந்திருக்காங்க? Students who are joined through Zoom, please come to our YouTube channel because there is some network issue. I am unable to start the video. Please come to our YouTube channel. All are requested to come to our YouTube channel. Please come to our YouTube channel. Yes, good evening all of you. Kannadinga. Thanni bottle ittunde sir. Yes, good evening everyone. Let us start. In today's session we are going to start with time value of money. Of course, the important problems will be uploaded on the YouTube channel because it is like pre-recorded, that is already done. Those problems I'll be uploading it. எப்போ upload ஆகும்? Yes. எஸ் யூடியூப் லைவ் ஒழுங்கா போயிட்டு இருக்கா? இங்கே டிலே ஆகுது. Still it is getting delayed. Okay, now let us start with time value of money. Now this chapter we are expecting 10 to 14 marks, and don't worry my dear, tomorrow paper is going to be very simple, so no need to bother about the paper. Okay, yeah, as far as time value of money is concerned, as you are aware, we are going to divide into two parts. First part is interest, second part is annuity. Okay, as far as interest is concerned, we are going to discuss about three types of interest: simple interest, compound interest, and effective rate of interest. In annuity, we'll be doing present value, future value. Okay, present value and future value. Then we have perpetuity. Okay, we have perpetuity also. Fine. So these are the parts we need to go through before we start with time value of money. Okay. Okay. Yes. Now, one sec, my dear. Camera olunga illaya? Come in. Live. Live dana? Guys, everything is alright because I am unable to see the display. I'm finding a little difficult. There is some technical issues. So that's what I'm unable to connect through Zoom also. Is everything is perfect? Audio, video, everything is perfect, my dear? Guys, is everything is perfect? Audio, video? Yes. Okay. Now listen here. Now, as far as simple interest is concerned, which are the problems we need to look into it? I'll tell you. Simple interest, there are some tricks, hacks, everything you know. Okay, there is like you know, the sum of money doubles itself, triples itself, those rules and all you must be knowing. Okay, so the type of problems can be asked. Okay, the similar type of problems can be asked, and get ready for those type of questions. And in simple interest, what is the formula for simple interest, my dear? It is PRT by 100. You are not supposed to use any formula. You can use a calculator. For example, principal is 10,000 rupees, rate of interest 10%, into for 3 years. If I have to calculate simple interest to be calculated, means simply what you'll do, 10,000 into 10% into 3. Rather using the formulas and all, directly you do it. Okay. Now, let me solve few questions. Now, let us solve few questions from time value of money. Now listen here. Mr. X invests 10,000 every year starting from today. Please underline the word starting from today for next 10 years. Mr. X invests 10,000 every year starting from today for next 10 years. See, of course, by reading the question, you can identify, sir, this is actually annuity type problem, and the question starts with invest. That means it is future value sum. What is it, my dear? Future value sum. Starting from today. The meaning of starting from today is what? Regular annuity and immediate annuity. Actually, this is immediate annuity type. So, by reading the first line itself, we can understand that. So, total number of years 10. Suppose interest rate is 8% per annum compounded annually. Calculate future value of the annuity. So, directly future value to be calculated. So, what is future value, my dear? A by I 1 plus I whole power n minus 1. Since it is immediate annuity or annuity due into 1 plus I to be multiplied. Am I right, my dear? Yes. How much you are investing every year? 10,000 rupees you are investing. Okay. How much you are investing? 10,000 rupees. Divided by, what is rate of interest? Rate of interest is 8%. So 0.08. And 1 plus I 1.08. For how many years? 10 years. Minus 1. Into 1.08. See, most of the time the value of 1.08 will be given to you in the question itself. Just we need to substitute and get the answer. So I want you to take the calculator and find the answer, my dear. How you will use the calculator? First you will start with 1.08 into equal to for how many times? Equal to 9 times equal to sign. Then minus 1 into 1.08 into 10,000 divided by 0.08. Can you please tell me what exactly the answer is? Can you please tell me what exactly the answer is? So Mr. Narrator is given me as 1,56,454. Very good. Option A. I hope everyone got option A, right? I hope everyone got option A. Next step. How much amount is required to be invested every year? That means how much amount is required to invest every year. That means they ask you to find out the annuity value. Small letter A, they ask you to find out. So as to accumulate 3 lakhs at the end of 10 years if interest is compounded annually at 10%. Okay, how much amount is required to be invested every year so as to accumulate 3 lakh rupees at the end of 10 years if interest is compounded annually at 10%. Okay, I already told you, whenever the problem is based on annuity, there are 3 thumb rules. Thumb rule number 1, we need to identify type of transaction, whether loan or investment. If the problem is based on loan, we need to find out present value. If the problem is based on investment, we need to find out the future value. That is point number 1. Second thumb rule, what is it? We need to identify type of annuity, whether it is regular annuity or immediate annuity. So how to identify that? By reading the question. If nothing is mentioned, it is regular annuity. Sometimes end of every month, end of every year will be given. It is called regular annuity. Starting from today, beginning of the period, commencing now, these things are what? Immediate annuity. So by using this, we need to identify what type of annuity we are finding. And the third one is type of compound interest. What is type of compound interest? It can be annually, it can be quarterly, it can be half yearly, whatever it is, type of compound interest. Once you are aware about these 3 thumb rules, anyone can solve the problem. Just like that you can solve it. Now look at this. Now, future value is given as 3 lakhs. We need to find out how much to be invested every year. That means we need to find out the annuity value. So what exactly the answer, my dear? 3 lakhs is equal to A by I. What is I? 10%. 1.1 whole power. How many years, my dear? 10 years. Minus 1. Yes, if at all you are using calculator, how to use calculator in one line? Mostly, as I told you, most of the time this 1.1 whole power written value will be given to you in the question itself. Okay, so We are finding 1.1 into equal to for how many times? 9 times. That equal to we need to press it for what? 9 times. Minus 1 divided by 0.1. We got the entire right hand side now except A. Now it will go to left hand side. When it goes to left hand side, divided by equal to into 3 lakhs. Can you please get the answer, my dear? Please, can you get the answer? Please, can you get the answer? What is it? 1? Is it option A? Yes, option A, my dear. 188.18823.6265. Option A. Okay. Next, 1000 rupees be invested at interest rate 5% and the interest be added to the principal every 10 years. See here, this is as good as compound interest, but interest is added in every 10 years. Please, these type of questions are very important, my dear. Just look at this very carefully. If 1000 rupees be invested at interest rate 5% and the interest be added to the principal every 10 years, then the number of years in which it will amount to 2000 rupees. So how many years it will take to become 2000 rupees? My dear, these problems are all standard problems. Of course, this answer also I want you to remember. So I can say the answer is 16 2 by 3. What is the answer, my dear? 16 2 by 3. Okay, 16 2 by 3. Okay, so directly please remember the answer. Otherwise the procedure is what? See, today we don't have time for finding the procedure. That's a similar type of question. If it comes directly, mark 16 2 by 3 and come. Otherwise what to be done? The principal is how much? 1000 rupees. 5% every year. That means in 10 years, every year you are going to get 500, how much you are going to get? 50 rupees you are going to get. So in 10 years, 500 rupees you will earn. So original principal is 1000. Now this interest amount also will be added. Now the principal from 11th year it is going to be 1500 rupees. So for this principal to become 2000 rupees, how many years it will take? That's what we are going to find out. You may take 6 2 by 3. Okay, I think 20 by 3 you will be getting. What you will be getting, my dear? 20 by 3 will be getting. So already what? 10 years gone. Now another 6 2 by 3. Add both. 16 2 by 3. What is it, my dear? 16 2 by 3. That is what your answer is. Next step. A person borrows 5000 rupees for 2 years at 4% per annual simple interest. He is immediately lends to another person 6 1 by 4 per lends to another person 6 1 by 4% per annual 2 years. Find his gain in the transaction for years. Listen here, my dear. See, it's very simple. You are borrowing 4% from me and you are lending the same amount to other person for 6 1 by 4%. So how much you are earning in this transaction? Most of the people, what they do, they find a simple interest for 5000 rupees for 2 years 4%. Then simple interest for 5000 rupees for 6.25% for 2 years. Then they will find the difference. Rather doing this, what you do, what is the difference between 4% and 6.25%? The difference between 4% and 6.25% is 2.25%. So find the simple interest for 2.25%. 5000 into 2.25% into 2. This is what our answer. Can you please tell me what is the answer, my dear? Can you please tell me what is the answer, my dear? 112.50 or 225? Answer? 225. Am I right, my dear? 225. Huh? 2 years only, na? Where is 4 years? Now, if an amount is kept at simple interest, it earns an interest of 600 rupees in first 2 years, but when kept at compound interest, it earns rupees 660 rupees for the same period. Then the rate of interest and principal amount respectively are. Oh, sorry. Wait. Let me just come to fourth question again. Find his gain in the transaction for a year. I think A is missing, my dear. They are finding, we need to find out the transaction for 1 year. So 1 year transaction amount is going to be 112.50. That is what the right answer. Okay. 112.50. What? For 1 year you are finding, na? For 2 years, how much you got? 225 rupees you are getting. For 1 year, it is going to be 112.50. Yes. Now, if an amount kept at simple interest, it earns 600 rupees. Guys, what you need to do, as I told you already, whenever there is a word problem, you need to be very careful, because if you are not focusing it properly, you will be end up in reading two times. It is actually waste of time. So what we need to do, first line itself, let us decide. Okay, simple interest earns interest 600 rupees. So simple interest earns 600 rupees. So simple interest is 600 rupees in first 2 years, but when kept at the compound interest, it earns 660 rupees. Compound interest gives you 660 rupees for the same principal, for the same period also. Then the rate of interest and the principal amount respectively are. So total number of years 2. Sir, I will be finding the formula and also not needed, my dear. Use trial and error method. What is trial and error method? First to do 1200 into 20% into 2. 1200 into 20% into 2. What you are getting, my dear? 1200 into 20% into 2. 480. No. I want 600 rupees. So can you check with option B? 1500 into 20% into 2. 600. So first condition satisfied. Second condition, we need to find out compound interest. 1500 plus 20% plus 20% minus 1500. 660. See, without touching your pen, you can do these problems, my dear, by using only calculator. So it will save you a lot of time. Okay, it will save you a lot of time. Next step. The future value of annuity 1000 rupees made annually. The future value of an annuity of 1000 rupees made annually for 5 years at the interest 14% compounded annually is. Look at this, my dear. We need to find out a compound interest. The future value of an annuity 1000 rupees made annually 5 years at the interest rate 14% compounded annually. So what we need to find out? Future value to be found out. It's very simple. 1000 divided by rate of interest is 14% and 1.14 whole power 5 minus 1. Sir, this 1.14 whole power 5 value is given, sir. Directly you substitute the value here, my dear. So what you are going to get? 1.92541 minus 1 into 1000 divided by 0.14. May I know what is the answer? Option B. 6610. Option B. Next step. If 10,000 rupees is invested at 8% per year compounded quarterly, then the value of the investment after 2 years is, see, 10,000 rupees invested 8% per year compounded quarterly, then the value of the investment after 2 years. This is directly compound interest problem. Directly compound interest problem. What we can do, sir, I would like to use the formula. Better use the formula, because this entire value is given. This value should be multiplied with 10,000 rupees minus 10,000 is going to be the answer. Can you please get the answer, my dear? This value 1.171659 multiplied by 10,000 rupees minus 10,000 rupees. Can you give me the answer? 0.1659. Am I right, my dear? Is it right? Option A. Sorry, value of the investment they ask you to find out. So only directly multiply 10,000 with this, my dear. No need to subtract by 10,000, because we don't need to find out what is the interest amount. We have to find out the investment amount. So A only to be found out. Next, a bank pays 10% rate of interest compounded annually. A sum of 400 rupees deposited in the bank. The amount at the end of 1 year will be, see, a bank pays 10% rate of interest compounded annually. A sum of 400 rupees deposited in the bank. So amount of at the end of 1 year. What is the amount after at the end of 1 year, my dear? 440. See, 400 plus 10%. Answer is over. A certain money doubles itself in 10 years. When the deposit is simple interest, it will triple itself. And of course, you know the trick. A money doubles itself. Sum of money doubles itself in 100 by r years, triples itself in 200 by r years, and the number of n times itself is n minus 1 into 100 by r years. When rate of interest is given, Using rate of interest, we have to find out number of years. When number of years given, by using number of years, we need to find out rate of interest. So here, simply what you will do, my dear, simply what you will do, a certain money doubles itself in 10 years. So here, number of years given. So we need to find out rate of interest, doubles itself. So 100 by 10, which is equal to 10%. So what is rate of interest is 10%. When deposited on simple interest, it will triple itself. So which is 200 divided by R. What is 200 divided by R is again, I already got 10%, 200 divided by 10, which is nothing but 20 years. Which is nothing but what? 20 years. Now, a man deposited 8,000 rupees in a bank for 3 years at 5% per annum compound interest. After 3 years, he will get what? A man deposited 8,000 rupees in a bank for 3 years at 5% per annum compound interest. After 3 years, see simply what you will do, 8,000 plus 5% plus 5% plus 5%. 3 times you will be adding 5%. What exactly you are getting, my dear? 8,000 plus 5% plus 5% plus 5%. How much you are getting? 9261. My dear children, please do with me. Use the calculator properly. So once we complete this topic, you are not supposed to take this topic again for last day revision and all. You understand? So today itself we are completing this time value of money. Let us ensure that 12 marks today, my dear. And one more thing, whatever problems I am doing, similar type of questions only going to ask in the examination. So don't worry about anything. Now, if in 2 years time, principal of 100 amounts to 121, when the interest rate R% compounded annually, then the value of R will be, listen here, number of years given, principal given, amount given. We need to find out rate of interest. So it's simply what you will do, my dear. Sir, 121 is equal to 100 into 1 plus I whole power n. Am I right, my dear? 1 plus I whole power n. So what is it? 1.21 is equal to 1 plus I whole power. What is it? 1 plus I whole power 2. Taking square root on both sides, 1 plus I is equal to 1.1. I is equal to 0.1, which is nothing but 10%. A certain sum of money Q was deposited for 5 years at 5 years and 4 months. 5 years, 4 months. 4.5% simple interest. Whenever the problem based on simple interest, we are not supposed to use year. Sorry, we have to use it in years only. 5 years, 4 months means convert into years. How to convert into years? 5, 4 by 12, which is nothing but 5, 1 by 3. Is it nothing but 16 by 3? A certain sum of money Q was deposited for 5 years, 4 months. That is 16 by 3 years. 4.5% simple interest amounted to 248. Then the value of Q. You please take your calculator. If at all you want to use trial and error method, you can use trial and error method. How to use, I'll tell you. 200 into 16 by 3 into 4.5% plus 200. First option you are taking, na? 200 into 16 by 3 into 4.5% plus 200. Tell me what you are getting. How much you are getting? Are you getting 248? No, na? How much you are getting? 248 you are getting. So option A. So when the sum is 200 rupees, when the principal is 200 rupees, it becomes 248 with 4.5% interest in 5 years, 4 months. Can you please check with calculator once again? Is it 200 only? Bring the calculator, I'll check. Can I get one calculator? Please give me the calculator. Thank you. Can I keep it with me? So, just do what I'm saying. I'm using trial and error method. 200 plus 16 divided by 3 into 4.5% plus 200. I'm getting 206 rupees. This is not my answer. How this is going to be my answer? 200 into 16 by 3. Am I right? Into 4.5%. Correct. 48 rupees. Yeah. Plus 200. Option A is the right answer. 200 is right. Next step. If compound, see guys, this time value of money, the advantage of time value of money, without writing anything, by using calculator. If you know how to use calculator effectively, directly we can do without anybody's support. If you want to learn effective calculator method, last half an hour, 1 hour, if you want to, I have uploaded one video in my YouTube channel. You please go and watch. Next, if a compound interest on a sum for 2 years at 4% per annum is 102 rupees, then the simple interest on the same sum for the same period at the same rate will be. The compound interest for sum of 2 years at 4% per annum is what? 102 rupees. Then the simple interest on the same sum for the same period at the same rate will be. So, by using this condition, first what we need to find out? We need to find out the principal. What is given? Compound interest is given. Okay. For how many years, my dear? For 2 years. What is it? 2 years. Is that correct, my dear? For 2 years. We need to find out simple interest. Am I right? Say yes or no? See, can we say difference between compound interest and simple interest for 2 years is equal to pi square? Am I right? Is it clear? But I don't know what is p. We need to find out what is p. Okay, we need to find out what is p. If at all p I know, I think directly I could have, I can get the answer. Fine. So what is compound interest for 2 years is given as 102. So let me find out p, principal. P into 1 plus I. What is rate of interest, my dear? 4%. So 1.04 whole power n minus 1 is equal to 102. Can you please find it by using calculator? What is it? 1.04 into equal to minus 1 divided by equal to, sorry, 1.04 minus 1, sorry, 1.04 into equal to minus 1 divided by equal to into 102. We get 1249.999, which is approximately p is equal to 1250. Now we got principal. Simple interest you can find out 1250, 4.5% into 2. Can you please find out, my dear? 4.5% into 2. I get 112.5. This is what the simple interest amount. Oh, sorry, I did mistake. My mistake. No, what mistake I am committing? Principal is 1250. What question they ask you to find? Oh, for 2 years, na? Sorry. Then the simple interest on the same sum for the same period at the same rate will be. So simple interest for 2 years. Sorry, my dear. Huh? Oh, 4%. Okay. 1250 into 4% into 2. I get 100 rupees. I am getting answer as 100 rupees. Yeah, Pooja, thank you. It is 4%. I made it as 4.5%. Next step. 100 rupees. Look at this sum very carefully. How I am doing this sum? Just look at this, because if you use the actual method for this 14th sum, you'll end up in wasting your time. So listen this very carefully. A man invests an amount 15860 in the names of his 3 sons A, B and C in such a way that they get the same interest after 2, 3 and 4 years respectively. If the rate of interest 5%, then the ratio of amount invested in the name of A, B and C. We need to find out ratio of the amount. Somebody is asking, how did you get 200, sir? This is wrong. This is not 4.5%. This is 4%. Now you will get, by mistake I took it as 4.5%. Now, how much is the amount, my dear? How much has to be divided among 3 students? 3 sons, 15,860. So 15,860, I am going to divide it among 3 sons. A, B, C. Okay, 3 sons I am dividing. Now, such a way that they get the same interest after 2, 3, 4 years. So, first person, he is getting some simple interest after 2 years. Second person is getting simple interest after 3 years. Third person is getting simple interest after 4 years. But all the simple interest amounts are same. So, how much is what is the ratio? Okay, ratio they ask you to find out. What is it? Ratio they ask you to find out. Okay, now, I'll give the direct method later. Just look at this. Ratio. How to find out, I'll tell you. First person principal P1. And what is rate of interest? For everyone rate of interest is same. So 5%, okay. For 2 years. P2, 5%, 3 years. P3, 5%, 4 years. Now 5% get cancelled everywhere. Simply what you are getting? 2P1, 3P2, 4P3. Now what is LCM of 2, 3 and 4? 12. Divide each term by 12, my dear. P1 by 6, P2 by 2, P2 by 4, P3 by 3. So the ratio is 6:4:3. The ratio is 6:4:3. Sir, how to get the answer directly, sir? If you want me to help you to get the answer directly, look at this, my dear. First person getting some interest in 2 years time. Okay. First person getting interest in 2 years time. That means what? His rate of interest will be much higher than the other two people. Second person is what? Much higher than the C. So therefore it will be in ascending order. Descending order. So there are only two options are having descending order. One is option A and option C. 30:12:5 is abnormal. So if you want to take calculative risk directly, of course 6:4:3 direct calculative risk you can take. See, believe in your instinct. Sometimes you need to take some calculative risk. So there is nothing wrong in taking calculative risk, my dear. Next step. The difference between the compound interest compounded annually and the simple interest on a certain amount 10% per annum for 2 years is 372 rupees. Then the principal amount is the difference between compound interest compounded annually and the simple interest on a certain sum for 10% per annum for 2 years is 372 rupees. Then the principal amount. Such a simple sum, my dear. The difference between compound interest and the simple interest for how many years? 2 years. So of course it is given as what? CI2 minus SI2 is equal to PI square. This is the formula. Difference is given as 372. P into rate of interest 0.1 the whole square. So 372 divided by 0.1, 372 divided by 0.1 divided by again 0.1. I get 37,200 rupees. 37,200 rupees. Now, what is the net present value of the piece of property which would be valued 2 lakhs at the end of 2 years? So they ask you to find out the present value, my dear. That is principal they ask you to find out. Here, what is the net present value of the price of the property which would valued 2 lakh rupees at the end of 2 years? So that means, of course, you know what is present value formula when annuity is not mentioned. A by 1 plus I the whole power n. So what is A is here? 2 lakhs divided by 1 plus I. Annual rate of increase is 5.5%. So 1.05 whole power for how many years? 2 years. Can you please find out this? 1.05 into equal to divided by equal to into 2 lakhs. 1 lakh 81,000. Option A approximately 1 lakh 81,000. Have you all got the answer, my dear? Now, when effective rate of interest problem comes, you should be very happy, my dear. The effective rate of interest for 1 year deposit corresponding to a nominal 7% rate of interest per annum convertible quarterly is. Listen here. Simply what I told you to do, sir, I will be using effective rate of interest formula, sir. One person will be doing effective rate of interest formula, but our people, what they are going to do, sir, they will simply take the calculator 100 into 7% rate per annum quarterly. So what is 7% means? What is 7% means? It is 1.75%. 100 plus 1.75%, 4 times add, minus 100. This is what effective rate of interest. So 100 plus 1.75% plus 1.75% plus 1.75% plus 1.75% minus 100. Are we getting 7.18%, my dear? Yes. Next, how much will 25,000 rupees amount to in 2 years at a compound interest if the rates of the successive years are 4% and 5%? So first year 4%, second year 5%. Simply what you will do, my dear, 25,000 plus 4% plus 5%. What you are getting? 27,300. Sir, are they going to ask this type of simple questions? My dear, every time they are asking this type of simple question only. But we are unable to find out the type of question properly. Actually, every time they are asking this type of simple questions. Okay. 8,000. See, sometimes out of 12 questions, sometimes 1 or 2 questions may be tricky. What we need to do, you need to properly identify, which question to be removed. That question you are not supposed to attend only then. If you feel, sir, it is going to waste my time, then don't attend. Sir, 2 marks, sir, let it be, my dear. So if for 2 marks, don't leave 20 marks. Next, if 10,000 rupees at 10% per annum interest compounded half yearly will become at the end of 1 year. Listen here, my dear, compounded half yearly. So 10% will become what? 5%. So is it 8,000 plus 5% plus 5%? So minus 8,000. Tell me how much you are getting. Oh, they ask you to find out what? Amount only they ask you to find out. So minus 8,000 is not needed. So what exactly the answer is, my dear? 8,000 plus 5% plus 5%. 8820. 8820. Am I right, my dear? The value of furniture depreciates at 10% a year if the present value of the furniture in an office is 21,870. Calculate the value of furniture 3 years ago. Calculate the value of furniture 3 years ago. When we should subtract 8,000? Samyukta, when they ask you to find out interest, then principal to be subtracted. When they ask you to find out the amount, principal you are not supposed to subtract. Next, the value of furniture depreciation. So use trial and error method. Simply what you do, for how many years? 3 years. So simply what you do, take 30,000 first year minus 10%, minus 10%, minus 10%. 21,870 we are getting. So therefore, depreciation amount, when I use first option, I am getting the same depreciation amount. Therefore, my answer is option A. A certain sum of money became 692 in 2 years, 800 in 5 years, then principal amount. My dear children, please listen this sum very carefully. It's a very, very important type of question. Don't think that same question will come. I am telling you some important type. A certain sum of money became 692 in 2 years, 800 in 5 years. Then the principal amount is, look at this. Sum principal becomes 692 in 2 years and 800 in 5 years. They ask you to find out principal. To find the principal, what we need to find out? We need to find out the simple interest amount. Look at this very simple question. Just do what I am saying. What is difference between 800 and 692? What is difference between 800 and 692? 108. And what is the difference between 5 and 2? 3. So 108 divided by 3, how much it is? 108 divided by 3 is what? 36. Guys, 36 rupees is the simple interest amount. 36 rupees is a simple interest amount. So what we need to do, this is amount after 2 years. That means 2 times simple interest added. So that means 2 times you remove the simple interest. 36, 36. Is it our 620, my dear? Answer is over. Because 2 times we are removing 36 rupees. So our answer is what? 620. Now, similar type of question, a sum of money amount to 6,200 in 2 years, 7,400 in 3 years as per simple interest, then the principal. Guys, use trial and error method. How to use? First you take option A. Okay, first you take the option A. 3,000 into 2 into simple interest is not given. Am I right, my dear? We need to find out simple interest. So direct method is not possible. Is that clear, all of you? Is simple interest is given? Simple interest, rate of interest is given or what? Is rate of interest given? So now what to do? Similar type of question. Previously what we did, the same type of question, my dear. Look at this. What is it? Sir, sum principal becomes 6,200, becomes 7,400 in 3 years and 2 years respectively. Now, subtract 7,400 minus 6,200. How much it is? 1,200. So this is my principal amount. divided by 1 only. 3 minus 2 is 1 only. So my principal amount is 1200 only. So here after 2 years, so 6200 minus 1200 minus 1200. 2 times you remove. How much you are getting, my dear? Huh? 3800. So our answer is 3800. Actually, it's a textbook sum. Okay, 33.53% or something. It's a textbook sum. If you can remember the answer, nothing like that, my dear. Next. A sum was invested for 3 years as per compound interest, and the rate of interest for first year is 9%, second year is 6%, third year is 3% respectively. Find the sum if the amount in 3 years is 550 rupees. So we need to use trial and error method. That is the best method, my dear. All of you please take the calculator. Don't use 250, don't use 300. Directly use 462.16. Just do what I'm saying. 462.16 plus 9% plus 6% plus 3%. So we get 550 approximately. That is what we needed. Therefore option C. Sir, why did you take 462 directly, sir? 250 is very small. Okay, in 2 years time it is double the amount and all, not possible. Even 300 also not possible. That's why directly I took what? 462.16, which is closer to 550. Now, this sum and all you don't require my support. The effective rate of interest does not depend on the principal, because effective rate of principal interest formula is what? 1 plus I whole power n minus 1. There is no principal at all. Okay, now look at these type of questions, my dear. A person wants to lease out a machine cost 5 lakhs for 10 years period. It has fixed a rental of 51,272 per annum payable annually starting from the end of first year. Suppose rate of interest 10% per annum compounded annually on which money can be invested. To whom the agreement is favorable. What is the question is, a person wants to lease out the machine. The cost of the machine is 5 lakh. But if I go for renting, I can get what? 51,272. For how many years, my dear? 10 years. So, present value find out for 51,272 divided by, what is the rate of interest? 10%. 0.1 into 1 minus 1 by 1.1 whole power 10. Can you please find out? How to find out? Take your calculator, find 1.1 whole power 10 first, divided by equal to minus 1 into 51272 divided by 0.1. You may get answer in negative. Ignore the negative sign. That is what my answer is. What is the answer? 3,15,000. So what is it actually? See, lessor and lessee, to whom it is favor? 5 lakh machine, after 10 years I am getting only 3 lakh something. Is it favorable to me or not? As a lessor, am I a lessor or lessee? I am a lessor. I am the person who is owner is lessor. Actually it is favorable to lessee. It is favorable to what? Lessee. Now, let a person invest a fixed sum at the end of each month. Look at this, each month. That means it is annuity sum. In an account paying interest 12% per year, compounded monthly. If the future value of the annuity is after 12th payment is 55,000 rupees, then the amount invested every month. So, every month. Actually what interest calculated monthly basis. Interest calculated on monthly basis. So, my future value is 55,000. Okay. And A by I, what is rate of interest, my dear? 12%. But monthly means what? 1%. A by 0.01, 1.01 whole power 12 minus 1. 1.01 whole power 12 minus 1. Huh? 12? A by A 1 plus A whole power n minus 1 na? Oh sorry. Formula is correct only na? Yeah, Arivali. So what is it? 55,000. A by I Please find out. How you will find out? By using calculator, you will find 1.01 whole power 12 minus 1 divided by 0.01 divided by equal to into 55,000. Tell me how much you are getting. Are you getting 4337? Check it, my dear. Are you getting 4337? Four three three six or approximately 433, yeah, 4336. Option A, 4337 approximately, okay? Because option C, sorry. Now, if Pi square equal to 96 rupees, R is 8%, compound interest annually. Guys, what is Pi square is? It is nothing but difference between simple interest and compound interest. It is given. Okay. Is it right, my dear? Simple interest and compound interest is given. Now, Pi square is 96 rupees. Pi square 96 rupees means P into 0.08, the whole square equal to 96. My principal is 15,000 rupees. My principal is what? 15,000 rupees. Direct answer, my dear. Determine the percent value of perpetuity. Of course, you are aware about the perpetuity. What is my perpetuity? Sir, number of years not defined, sir. Infinite number of years. Formula is A by I. So, 50,000 divided by, now, per month. So, therefore, it is 0.01. Is it nothing but 50 lakhs? Now, in simple interest, if the principal is 2,000 rupees and the rate and time are the roots of the equation x square minus 11x plus 30. Guys, you know how to solve this quadratic equation. When you multiply, you will be getting 30. When you add, you will be getting minus 11. 6 5s are. So, rate is 6% you can take. Time is 5 we can take. Sir, what if I take rate as 5% and year as 6 years? Nothing going to get affected, my dear. So, what exactly you are going to get? So, 2000 into 6% into 5. What is the answer? 600. A man invests 12,000 rupees at 10% per annum and another sum of money 20% per annum for 1 year. The total investment earns 14% per annum simple interest. The total investment is, a man invests 12,000 rupees at 10% per annum and another sum of money 20% per annum. Okay. For 1 year. The total investment earns 14% per annum simple interest. The total investment is, how much is the total investment? Can you help me out, my dear? A man invests 12,000, 10% per annum and another sum of money 20% per annum for 1 year. The total investment at 14% per annum. So first you find out what do we need to find out, my dear? Can you please help me out in this question? See, we need to divide into parts. For example, if it is 20,000 rupees. So, per annum total in simple interest. What we need to find out? The total investment earns 14% per annum simple interest at the. So, if I take 20,000 rupees, so the amount is 20,000, right? One portion is 12,000. The other portion is 8,000. Then only you will get 20,000. So, first one is what? 10%. How much you are getting, my dear? 10%. How much is 10%? 1,200 rupees. And the second is what? 20%. How much for 20%? 1,600. Add these two. 2,800. Which is nothing but, this 2,800 is nothing but 14% of 20,000. Yes. Next step. The difference between simple interest of a sum invested 1500 rupees for 3 years is 18 rupees. The difference in their rates. Listen here. The difference in the simple interest of a sum invested of 1500 rupees for 3 years is what? 18 rupees. The difference in their rates. So let us take R1 minus R2. Okay. Like 18 rupees is equal to 1500 into R1 minus R2 percentage into 3. Can you please check what is the answer, my dear? 18 divided by 1500. Sorry, 4500. I am getting 0.4 percentage. I am getting 0.4 percentage. Very simple, my dear. Simple interest is given. Principal is given. They ask you to find out the difference between the rates. So let me take R1 minus R2 directly. So I get 0.004 multiplied by 10, which is nothing but 0.4. So that is my rate of interest. Find the effective rate of interest for 10,000 interest payable half yearly, 5%. That means what you'll do? Sir, 100 plus 2.5% plus 2.5% minus 100. Tell me what you are going to get, my dear. 5 point? Can you please find the effective rate of interest for 10% per annum? Quarterly. So quarterly means again 2.5%. So what you will do? 100 plus 2.5% plus 2.5% plus 2.5% plus 2.5%. 4 times you will add. How much you are getting? 10.38. Sir, why should we do the sum, sir? Directly what effective rate of interest is going to be more than the given interest. The effective rate, that is interest is given us for 10%. Therefore, my required answer is going to be more than 10%. There is only one option is available which is more than 10%. Can I mark it directly? Of course, you can mark it directly without writing. Now, the value of scooter is 10,000 rupees. Find its value after 7 years if rate of depreciation is 10%. Simply what you will do, my dear? 10,000 minus 10%, minus 10%, minus 10%, minus 10%, minus 10%, minus 10%, minus 10%. 7 times you subtract minus 10%. What? Listen here, more number of problems I have uploaded. More number of problems I have uploaded in my YouTube channel from time value of money. Time value of money, ratio, proportion, dices, log, everything put together I've did it. So I'm requesting you all to watch that session into 2 or into 1.5 speed. Just watch it because we covered everything in that. Okay, ratio, proportion, some important concept I covered there. Whenever you get time, please go and watch it. Okay, this is recently uploaded and ratio proportion will be there and time value of money both put together I have uploaded. So I request you to watch it. Okay, I request you to watch it so that you can cover the entire thing, my dear. Okay, also the 500 problems again I uploaded, so that also you can watch it. But remember, my dear, it is not possible over the period. See, you may require one topic, some other people may require some other topic, everyone may not require the same topic. So that is the reason I'm not doing everything together. Whatever important topics, let me do it. But otherwise, the mathematics important topics are already uploaded on the YouTube channel. So in today night, whenever you get time, please watch those sums. Time value of money, ratio, proportion. Please don't forget. Okay, don't forget. Now, I would like to do some problems from logarithms. Now, for example, log x square plus x to the base 4, log x plus 1 to the base 4 is equal to 2. Find the value of x. Sir, I would like to use the trial and error method. Of course, you can use trial and error method. That is your wish. Okay. What is first option? 16. So, log 16 square plus 16. What is 16 square plus 16, my dear? 272. Base 4 minus 16 plus 1, 17. base 4 is equal to 2. So what is log 272 divided, sorry, not equal to 2 is coming or not, we need to check. What is 272 divided by 17, my dear? 16. So that 16 can be written as what? 4 square. Can I write 2 log 4 to the base 4? So I think option A is correct answer. Now let us do this. The value of log 8 to the base 3. So can I say log 2 cube to the base 3? Log 16 2 power 4 to the base 3 square. Log this one now, let me take it to numerator. So what I am going to get? Log 4 to the base 10. That 4 I can write it as what? 2 square. Am I right, my dear? So now can I write it as this one? This one I can write it as 3 log 2 to the base 3, 2 log 2 to the base 10 divided by, what is here, my dear? 4 by 2 log 2 to the base 3. Cut. 4 2s are 2 cut. Only 3 log 2 to the base 10 is pending. 3 log 2 to the base 10 is pending. Am I right, my dear? Now, see, whenever you see this kind of different bases, now always you go for change of base rule. 1 by log ABC. And one more rule. Whenever you see log in the denominator, always go to reciprocal. 1 by log ABC to the base AB. What is it, my dear? Can I write it as log AB to the base ABC? Log BC to the base ABC. Log AC to the base ABC. Now we'll get the answer as 2. Why? Log AB into BC into CA. Log ABC the whole square. Base is same. So answer is 2, my dear. I think the shortcut already given to you. I hope you remember. We need to find out the value of t. What is the trick? 3, 2, 3. This is first, second, third. So what we need to do, my dear? 3, first one. Second one is 2. Third one is 3. And finally 1, which is equal to t. So our answer is 6561. What is our answer, my dear? 6561. Number of digits in the number 2 power 64. Just do what I am saying. Now the last minute, let us not waste our time. Multiply this 64 with 0.3010. We get 19.26 something. So now our answer is 20. The number of digits is going to be 20. If 19.26 is coming, before decimal we have got 19. Okay, before decimal we got 19. So add 1. That's it. Next, 7 log 16 by 5. 5 log 25 by 24. 3 log 81 by 80. So which is nothing but log of 16 is 2 power 4 by 3 into 5. Plus log of this 25 can be written as 5 square divided by 8 3s are 2 power 3 into 3 whole power 5 plus log of 81 3 power 4 divided by 16 5s are 2 power 4 into 5 whole power 3. So what exactly we are getting, my dear? Log of 2 power 4 into 5 square whole power 5. What is it? 5 power 10 into 3 power 12 divided by 3 into 5 into 2 power 3 whole power 5. 2 power 15, 3 power 5 into 2 power 4 whole power 3. 2 power 12 into 5 power 3. Now let me check how many 5s are there. 5, 5 power 3. Is there any other 5, my dear? Did I miss any 5 here? Of course. The 7 I missed. Am I right? The 7 I missed. So this is 28. And this is 3 power 7, 5 power 7. 7 plus 5, 10. So fully get cancelled. 3 power 7, 3 power 5, 3 power 12 get cancelled. 2 power 28 cancelled. Log 2. Answer is log 2. Okay. Now log 2a minus 3b equal to log of a minus b. So you know what to do. Log 2a minus 3b is equal to log a minus log b. Log of a by b. Janil, if I just do that at the basics of derivatives now, so I think this is not the right time, my dear. Tomorrow is the exam. Others will get confused, okay? Log get cancelled. So what you'll get, I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. 2ab minus 3b square is equal to a. Now we need to find out the value of a. So isolate a. Bring a to left hand side. 2ab minus a is equal to 3b square. Take a outside. 2b minus 1 is equal to 3b square. So what is a is equal to 3b square divided by 2b minus 1. Okay. Yes. See, listen here. I'm requesting all to watch my YouTube now. I have uploaded one video. Okay, I have uploaded now video. Please watch that video. So in that I have covered time value of money, ratio, proportion both. Okay, I covered time value of money and ratio, proportion both. So I want you to do it, my dear, and do not ignore set relations and functions. Okay, don't ignore set relations and function at any cost. Okay, very simple questions only they are asking. For example, the number of proper set of, how many elements are given? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 elements are there. They ask you to find out proper subset. So that is 2 power 5 minus 1. Total number of subset is 2 power 5. But they ask you to find out only proper subset. So there are 2 power 5 minus 1. Answer is 31. Now, A is 1, 2, 3, 4. B is 1, 4, 9, 16, 25. If a function f is defined from A to B, where f of x is x square, then range of f. My dear students, very simple question. I want you to do it. Look at this. The function is given as what? X square. So 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16. So 1, 4, 9, 16 is our range. Option B. The link is given in the chat box. Imran, also give it in the description, that video. A is 1, 2, B is 3, 4. Determine the number of relations. My dear, determine the number of relations. We need to find out, determine the number of relations. See, 2 power, here 2 elements, 2 elements. So 2 into 2. How many? 2 power 4, which is equal to 16. Now, identify the function from the following. Very simple question. Look at this. When we can say it's a function 1 to 1, many to 1. So, domain 1. Another domain is again 1. Not possible. Domain should be unique. Range can be what? Repetitive. But domain should be unique. Now look at this. 1, 2, 2. Not possible. Next. 1, 2, 3, 4. It is possible. Function. Just directly mark it as a function. That's it. Okay. Domain should be what? Repetitive. Domain should be repetitive, but range can be repetitive. Sorry, domain cannot be repetitive, but range can be repetitive. Okay. Now, what is the number of subset? Sir, 3 elements are given. 2 power 3, which is equal to 8. Now, see, these are some different type of questions which I would like to explain. F of x is given. 2x for x is more than 3. X square for x is between 1 and 3. 3x for x is less than or equal to 1. Don't leave these type of questions, my dear, which is very simple. Look at this. F of minus 1. Where will be minus 1? It will be here. Am I right, my dear? Say yes or no. Then only what? X is less than or equal to minus 1. Now minus Minus 1 is less than 1 function only we should take. So 3 into minus 1 plus f of 2. Where is 2? 2 is here, sir. So what is it? X square. So therefore 2 square. F of 4, sir, more than 3, sir. 9. Am I right, my dear? Next. Look at this, my dear. The remaining problems are what, these problems and all directly by using formula. See, again I'm telling you, do not ignore set relations and function. Okay. Finally, let me come to logical reasoning. What are the do's and don'ts in logical reasoning? I'll tell you. First, number series. See, number series, coding, decoding. Let us take these two. One compulsory type question I'll tell you. Without this type of question, no question paper has come out. Okay. I'll show you what type of question it is. Actually, it's very simple. Now, this is the type. What is it? If lose is coded as 1357, gain is coded as 2468, what do figure 82146? Listen here, that 82146 letter has to be taken from the given hint only. You are not supposed to imagine anything. So, this type, how I define, I'll tell you. Actually, coding and decoding, one hint will be given. Using that hint, second has to be decoded. But this type, two hints will be given. Third one, we have to decode. So, you are not supposed to think about the numerical values of the alphabets. Directly from this, we can take it. Okay. Next. Here, in number series, what you need to use, that is carefully what you have to monitor, I'll tell you. Carefully what you have to do, I'll tell you. In number series, you have to check odd man out properly. If odd man out always kills our time, and actually, of course, it is going to affect our our continuity, my dear. So odd man out, you need to be very, very careful. Okay. So, and direction. Many students are getting confused with the direction. Whenever you solve direction problems, before you start direction problems, you have to do this. Okay. This is our right hand side, this is our left hand side. So right hand side, left hand side. So initially now you need to draw this, my dear. And one more thing, you are not supposed to put yourself into the question before you solve the direction test. See, whenever, for example, a person going towards south, taking left, that means this is left. So you people commit a mistake. When and all you are committing mistake, I'll tell you. If a person moving towards north, you don't commit mistake. When he is taking right or left, you are not committing any mistake. A person moving towards east, you don't commit mistake. But if a person going towards south and taking right, you are committing mistake. A person going towards west and taking right, you are committing mistake. Okay. So south and west, these two places where you need to be very careful when it comes to right and left. Okay, when it comes to right and left, you need to be very careful. I hope you understand what I'm saying. See, of course, there is going to be 20 problems. Try to complete 20 problems maximum in 30 minutes. So don't take much time. So per problem, I'm giving you at least 1.2 minutes you can take. Simply you can take it, nothing wrong in it. But remember, try to complete it in what? 30 minutes. Otherwise, if you are taking more than 30 minutes, that means you are losing marks. Not from time, not from logical reasoning, from other topics. People are thinking that, sir, I'm just worried about mathematics. Please understand one thing. Mathematics is scoring for you, whether you believe it or not. Mathematics is scoring for you. Actually, the problem is with what? Logical reasoning and statistics. So You need to be very careful with logical reasoning and statistics. Maybe what, you may be thinking, your teachers might have told you, no, statistics and logical reasoning is scoring. Mathematics, if you leave also, nothing wrong. But remember, if you leave also, you will come to know what is mathematics. So mathematics, of course, it is scoring, whatever you say. Okay. And it's a challenge from my side. Tomorrow you test yourself. Most of the questions you will be attending from logic, this one only. What is it? Maths only. Not even from logical reasoning or statistics. See, you may be what, thinking, no sir, that is not possible. No, that is the fact. Okay, you need to be very careful. And tonight what to be done, I'll tell you. Tonight what to be done. Sir, many of them are messaging me. Sir, what chapter I should prepare? What to be done in the last day? Tonight what to do, you need to sleep peacefully. Better sleep early, get up early, and again start doing the problems. Okay, I don't want you to go and sleep in the exam hall. Okay, don't worry about maths paper. I want to see you all in our inter batch. Okay, I want you people should come in what? Inter batch. So please understand one thing, and don't have overconfident also. Some people are saying, sir, I think the scheme is changing. People will push you to the next level, sir. So therefore foundation clearing maybe it's simple, sir. No, my dear, don't go to that overconfident and all. You are not supposed to have. We will see. For us, let us think always like this. Prepare for the worst case scenario and hope for the best case scenario. That's it. We have to get prepared for the worst case scenario and let us hope for the best case scenario. And tomorrow it is going to be best case scenario, but you prepare for the worst case scenario. In our class, we have done the test. 3 papers you wrote. Purposely I gave those 3 papers. I have seen all the 3 papers. And if a person who can score even 30-35 marks in that paper, in your final exam, 65-70, at least 55-65 you can score. Even 15-20 marks the students who scored, but genuinely, those people also can easily cross 40 marks. So that level of paper we were sitting. Many people lost their confidence. It's okay. It's okay. It is a difficult paper. I have to accept it and you also have to accept it. But that is more than this, nothing going to happen in the exam. This is what the maximum worst paper you have ever come across. Especially paper, I think second prelims it seems. Especially second prelims was the worst paper. Let it be, na. It's okay. So you have seen the worst. Now tomorrow you are going to see the best. Okay, you have seen the worst and tomorrow you are going to see the best. So I don't want to take your much time, my dear. So that's all. I'm just going to wind up with the last one important point about seating arrangement I would like to cover in blood relation. After that I'm going to wind up. Before that, I want to write the exams properly, and our intermediate admissions also going on in full swing. That is after your economics. For our student, those who are going to take early bird, of course you are going to get with a premium price. Okay, but our branch is going to be at T Nagar now, intermediate. We have got a big building there, and in the name of Veranda Varsity will be associated, that is will be supported by JK Shah classes. So I want you to come there to the T Nagar branch. Of course, after the exam I will call you once. Now let me come to the point, my dear. We will start with blood relation now. See, blood relation, there are 3 types of questions. What are the 3 types of questions in blood relation? What are the 3 types of questions in blood relation? Type number 1, statement problem, which is the most crucial thing what you need to focus, my dear. Okay, statement problem is the most crucial things what you need to focus. Next, statement problem means what? Pointing to someone, and that is I want you to prepare very nicely, and I hope I taught you the simple tricks and all, how to divide the split the questions after my, before my 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't get attached with the question. So statement problem, at least 2-3 questions I am expecting. And the next one is puzzle solving. Puzzle solving is very simple. Coded puzzle also, it's okay, good. Coded puzzle mostly trial and error you have to use. Next, let us come to seating arrangement, where you are losing marks. Seating arrangement. You people, seating arrangement actually very simple. Very, very simple. Okay. And where we are committing mistake, unwanted problems we are attending. Okay, we are attending so many unwanted problems. Okay, so many unwanted problems we are attending. Like what, what unwanted problems you are attending? 8 people arrangement horizontally, 6, see, maximum 6 people arrangement is more than enough. Don't go for 7, 8 and all. If 8 people are arranged, please leave that question. Let it be. Sir, I know the question, sir, I can solve it, sir. My dear, you will take at least 5 minutes to solve that question. Okay, you will take 5 minutes to solve that question. And there is one more trouble also you will face. Whatever answer you got, whatever you are going to get, that will be there in the option. You will mark that option, but that may not be the answer. Maybe different. You may not be knowing only. So don't take that risk. And one more thing you need to follow, my dear. I always believe in that instinct. Instinct means what, you maybe believe, okay, this could be the answer. Better mark and come. Many of them are saying, sir, last time, sir, I marked so many wrong answers, sir. So therefore I lost the marks. I don't think so. For example, if you leave 4 questions, you will be losing 4 marks. But if you just attend those 4 questions, let us assume all 4 are wrong. How much you will lose? 5 marks. Fine. But what I'm saying is, in your instinct, out of 4, even 2 is correct. Scene changes. Are you getting my point, my dear? Scene changing. So, instead of, if you are, okay, calculative risk, I call it as what? Calculative risk. Better you go for calculative risk. Nothing wrong in calculative risk, my dear. Okay. And last but not least, the new scheme has come. And welcome to the new scheme. And the new scheme will be under new banner. Okay. And I welcome you all, our T Nagar branch, after your economics exams gets over. Okay, T Nagar branch, our new branch, I would like to call. I don't want to just tell you now. First, focus into the examination. Our intermediate session will happen in our T Nagar branch. So I want you to come there one day and let us have just one day you visit. Okay. So thank you all of you. Bye everyone. All the very best for your CA foundation examination. We will all meet you in CA Inter at Veranda Varsity, and the teaching will be, your academics will be taken care by the India's leading institute, JK Shah classes. So you are in safe hand. So all the very best, my dear. Bye everyone. Thank you.